Hey, it's Charlie here, and if you don't know who I am, I've helped over 500 coaches, consultants, and service providers in the last 2 years alone, and that has resulted in me having a 6 to 7 figure business. And what I wanted to do in this video was sort of give you a blueprint for how I would make $100,000 before 2025, which gives us about 90 days. And I promise you, it is possible. It's not going to be easy, but I'm going to try my absolute hardest in this video to lay it out step by step in terms of what I would do and what you can do going into Q4 to give yourself the best possible chance of doing this. So I highly recommend watching this video. Now, this video will allow you to make a lot of money in the next few months because Q4 is quite literally the biggest opportunity of the year. This is where most companies make the most amount or the majority of their revenue for the entire annual year. So I'm going to provide tactical insights into how you can scale hard as a service provider. If you're an agency owner, coach, this is perfect for you. And I'm going to show you how you can scale hard during Q4. So this is no joke. Watch carefully. I'm going to break down 4 strategies, literally step by step, 4 strategies that you can use after watching this straight away into your business to scale a lot harder. So let's go to step 1, right? Businesses are literally looking to spend money on you right now. Because marketing, consulting, software, these purchases for companies that you want to work with can be written off as deductions, reducing their taxable income, right? Very straightforward. So what I want you to do as an actionable step is in your follow-ups or just your primary message to your prospects, meaning your offer, right? Whether it's an email, a cold DM, a cold call, it could be in your other direct response, marketing strategies, paid ads. I essentially want you to, you can do this in your follow-ups as well if you don't want to make it your core message, but you could essentially say, are you looking for a marketing rockstar to increase Q4 sales whilst reducing your tax bill? It's a complete win-win because these companies need to spend money before the end of the tax season. Otherwise, occasionally it can go in, they have budgets, is what I'm trying to say. And if they don't spend the budgets, then it may not be available for the next school year, right? So it's really powerful because it's that time of the year where companies are actively looking to spend money. So if you can position yourself and really give it a push, and I'm going to lay it out step by step in a second, but if you can do that and get yourself in front of these companies, you may just get a lot more clients. So companies, as I said, often have remaining budgets for the year that can be used for growth and operations, and obviously they want to spend that. So in the next few months, you have to put yourself out there and get in front of them with this mindset. They need you. I promise you. Now, in terms of why this works, in terms of this little message right here, is because it's a complete win-win. And if we think about appointment setting, which most of you are running a booked call funnel, right? Meaning that you send a DM or you create a piece of content and that goes to a booked appointment. If we think about appointment setting from first principles and really boil it down to its core truths, like what is fundamentally true about appointment setting, you can't disagree that it's simply getting another human to agree to get on a meeting with you. Now, obviously, we want to go a step lower if we're doing first principles thinking. So how do we get a human to agree to go on a meeting? Well, you need to create resonance. Now, you may be thinking, what is resonance? Resonance is the ability to be relatable in terms of knowing what your prospects want and need. So it's saying to them, look, I know you've got this problem, whether it's marketing, not enough sales, or maybe it's retention, and I want to be the person that's going to fix that. Now, at this time of the year, it's more of a right time, right place kind of thing. And you have to think about marketing similarly to, imagine you put a snake in a room with 3 people. One person's going to hate the snake, one person might like the snake, and one person might not mind the snake. And if you can put yourself out there, as we all know, volume negates luck, because the more times you put your message in front of people at the right place and the right time, it's more likely you're going to find someone that loves like a snake, or in this case, your message. And at this time of the year, it increases that chances massively, right? Because companies actually want to spend money. So that's just some quick tips. And I wanted to give you a bit of extra value, just so hopefully this has changed your belief a bit in terms of this part of the year. But also, I wanted to give you this swap pack for Q4, right? And what this looks like is to show you this, right? Humor is one of those things where it breaks the sales resistance. And what that means is, very simply, when you reach out to clients or maybe you're on a sales call, there's a lot of tension. They've probably been exposed to similar sales processes, right? So by having humor or a meme, you can essentially break the sales guard or the sales resistance. meaning you can get through on a much more deeper level without making them suspicious. So I recommend using follow-ups just like this in your just in your sales process. So let's say you send an email, they don't respond, which happens 99% of the time. No one's going to respond to your first email. It's very unlikely. You would send this as the second email, just as to break the sales resistance and create that resonance, right? Because resonance is what leads to appointments. So in this case, it's a simple meme saying the CEO called, we need to hit our annual goals. Or maybe this one that says, I'll wait here in case you need better marketing. P.S. It'll be a great expense for Q4. So once again, it's creating that resonance. Or maybe this one where it's Forrest Gump saying, when you realize you still have to hit your annual goals. And if this makes your prospects smile, because you've got to remember that your prospects aren't these scary business owners. These are just people. They are quite literally the same as you. Now, granted, they may be in a better position and they may think differently, but they're still people and they are more casual than you think. From all my networking and friends that have seven-figure companies, they are a lot more casual in their sales process when reaching out to prospects than you probably are. You probably write a most formal message ever, when in reality, these people you're reaching out to just want to be spoken to like you would a friend. Secondly, let's talk about discounts and urgency. So all of you are running B2B offers who watch my channel, most of you, 90% of you. So your clients will need to sell their Black Friday discounts and other limited time seasonal offers. So just to show you what happens at this time of the year, we have Halloween on the 31st of October, Thanksgiving on the 24th, Black Friday on the 25th, Cyber Monday on the 28th, Boxing Day on the 26th, and yeah, this obviously means discounts and urgencies, but this also means that businesses need people like you to actually, let's quickly go down here, they need people like you to actually run their ads, email marketing, and other growth services to promote their Black Friday and other special event discounts. So that's really important because most of you guys are, a lot of you are selling AI solutions specifically, whether it's a chatbot, whether it's, maybe you're just selling a website, I don't know. But if you can include at this time of the year ads and explain to them that you're going to promote their, big up and coming seasonal event, which always happens every year in Q4, then it's going to help resonate once again. So yeah, that's really important. And as mentioned above, if you don't get paid, another marketer will to do it for them, right? Because they literally want people just like you to do it for them. And obviously, it's a lot cheaper to go with you probably than like an actual in-house team. So combining these two tips together, so when you reach out to prospects, you're going to put yourself out there and at the right time with the right messaging, and you will crush it and you'll get a lot better chance of success than you are currently. So let's talk about this one. Now, if you have clients already, let's say you've got a few clients, or maybe you run like a SaaS model, so you've got a lot of customers, this is by far one of the best times of the year for referrals and using this strategy essentially. And if you don't have clients, keep watching because this would still be hugely beneficial to know when you do have clients in the future. So it's essentially a lead generation card strategy. Now, this may sound a bit crazy, but gift cards for lead generation work insanely well. Now, if you have clients or customers, then this is probably the most overpowered way to increase how long customers and clients stay with you, as well as get you referrals. So instead of you having to work, they can do the work for you. And it's free, easy lead generation. Now, let me explain this because you might be a bit confused. You are going to send them a in-person holiday card through the mail. Now, you're going to put writing in the card like, thanks for, I don't know, whatever, right? Just basically be nice and explain how great of a client they are. And then in the card, you are going to include your logo, your website URL, and writing that says the following. Share this to your Instagram story or social media to get free $100 ad credit. It doesn't have to be this specifically, but the point is that you want to get them to share the card to their social media. So let's say you work with gyms, right? You would send this to your gym owner clients and they would post it onto their story, and they would do that because they are going to get rewarded by a potential free ad credit, meaning you're going to pay for ads for them, whether it's $100, $500, whatever you think is reasonable. But this works so well because it's a complete win-win, right? Obviously, you send them a card, they're happy, assuming you're doing a decent job of your service, and they are likely to win something. So yeah, them posting the card to their social media gives your brand more awareness and potential customers, and they're happy, so they can obviously win something, which is awesome, right? Very simple, but very effective. I highly recommend doing this probably 2 times a year. Definitely for Christmas, do this. If you have customers, like, please do this for Christmas, right? It's just an easy way. And even if they don't get you any referrals, you would still make them happier, and they would more likely stick with you for a longer period of time, which we all know how important lifetime gross profit is. So that's the third strategy. And then my favorite one is the rule of 100. So if I had to make money in the next 90 days, this is an exercise that will pretty much guarantee that you make a lot of money. Now, I'm not saying you'll make all 6 figures in 90 days, but you'll have a 6-figure business, or in terms of a run rate of 6 figures, meaning you'll make 6 figures for the whole annual year, right? If you do this just for 90 days, and it's called the rule of 100. Now, Hormozi's talked about this because of how powerful it is, but essentially all you have to do is perform one client acquisition strategy below every day. So you only do one. Like, this is how simple it is. You can either do 100 minutes of content creation, 100 minutes of DMs, 100 minutes of calls, or $100 of ads. And obviously there's other things like 100 emails you could do. But my point is that you would do one of these heavy client acquisition based tasks every single day, and you'd remove everything. Let me just bold this so you get this in your brain. You would remove everything that isn't this, and I want you to make this your priority, one of these 4 or 5 things, straight away in the morning. Don't check your emails. Don't read, don't check emails. Don't read your DMs. Don't build a website. Just do one of these 4 things. Because you've got to understand that if you want to speed up your success massively, you need to incorporate feedback loops. Now, feedback loops only happen when you get involved empirically, meaning, the difference between empirically and conceptually is when you try and watch a strategy without doing it. Empirically is you actually doing something. And by doing it, you're going to get a feedback loop much quicker, meaning you send a DM and does it work or doesn't it work? And if you keep going, you're going to get better and get more feedback loops, right? So it's very simple. Same with clients. People try and get the best service delivery without signing clients. It doesn't work like that. You have to sign clients to be able to get a better service. There's no way out. The only way out is through. You have to quite literally do the thing that you don't want to do. So yeah, this is just a really important thing to just write this down on your notes on your phone and just tick it off, or don't tick it off if you don't do it, but you get the point. You want to put this down so you're actually accountable, and you make this a daily non-negotiable activity that you have to do before you do anything else. So, and if you want to go really hardcore for the next 90 days, you could do 2 of these. So you could do 100 minutes of content creation and $100 a day of ads, right? That's what I would personally recommend doing in Q4. However, I understand that not all of you can spend that much on ads. So maybe this could be like $20, or maybe you could do 100 minutes of content creation and 100 minutes of DMs. And even that's only like 3-4 hours of work. You can do that, right? So I recommend especially pushing the rule of 200 in the Q4, right? So yeah, your mind will try and get you to do other things. Just know that when you're facing resistance, you're the closest to making a change in your life. So when you try and do one of these tasks or 2 of these tasks, you're going to feel something push back against you. And the reason that's happening is because the brain and body doesn't like change. It likes to remain in homeostasis, meaning the same temperature, in the same condition. And when you do these activities that force you to change your reality due to cause and effect, you do the activity and you subconsciously know that you doing that is going to change your life, that's going to kick up a bit of resistance. So what that will feel like is maybe you'll get a bit anxious, maybe you'll get some sweaty palms, I don't know, but it will happen. But just be aware. The first step of solving something is being aware that the reason you're having that is because it's going to change your life. So if you can do the rule of 100 or the rule of 200, if you want to be extra special in Q4 to make $100,000 or just get very close to it, then please do that. And don't do anything that isn't that in the morning. So yeah, that is basically my advice for Q4. Hopefully you like this video. It's a bit of a different one, but I just wanted to get a video out nonetheless because I'm sure you'll find it valuable. So yeah, like and subscribe if you did enjoy it, and I'll catch you in the next video. Take it easy and have an amazing rest of your day.